Hey folks, Bocephus here. Welcome to the channel, welcome back. So today's short video is just going to be a tour of Nora's house. You can see in the background there's somebody on a roof up there walking around. I may have to put a ladder or something so people can get down off the roof. That happens every now and then. Anyway, I got distracted by that guy walking on the roof back there of the bar. Sim Settlements 2, you can look around and see I've done a lot of work to Sanctuary, and I still got a bit more to do. I got, I think about 3 houses left I got to decorate and stuff, and the population of Sanctuary is 48 at the moment, and she's hungry. But anyway, the population is 48 at the moment. Oh, I might as well drink because she's going to be thirsty here in a little bit too. But anyway, let's try this again. The population is 48. And the goal is 50. So I got 2 more settlers I got to try and get in here. Definitely a tight squeeze with all these settlers. I do not recommend, if you have kind of a potato computer, I do not recommend going that high with the population, because even with my computer I suffer a little performance drag on occasion. Doesn't happen very often, but sometimes I get a little frame drop with all these plots and Sim Settlements 2 scripts running and all that stuff, but my computer can handle it pretty much. I tested it out once on the castle and it worked out pretty good. But anyway, I'm getting distracted from the purpose of this video, which is a tour video. Anyway, I'm doing just a tour of Nora's house. Eventually I plan on doing another tour, full tour of Sanctuary when I'm finished up decorating and 100% satisfied with everything and everything's running smooth. I'm going to do another full tour of Sanctuary when they got the maxed out population and finished up. But I just want to do Nora's house tonight. Let me get her walking here. And of course Nora's dressed up for the occasion. Anyway, here's her front yard. Spent a lot of time figuring out what I was going to do with this front yard. I use a lot of deco mods. When I can remember, I'll tell you which. I'll mention a mod that I used for decoration, but there's so many that I have, and I got so many decorations out that it'll be tough to remember what decoration was from what mod. So you got some trees in the front yard here. Alright, now our general here, she likes her privacy. So got rid of the white picket fence and put up a privacy fence going all the way down. All the way around it's a mix of junk fence for the privacy fence and those big hedges. So I'm going to head up the sidewalk. That flashing light up there is the bar. Restaurant's in the opposite direction. Alright, so I got a garage door. That is vanilla, the door, but I used a mod to shrink it down to fit, and it was a pain in the butt to get some power to it. I got a switch on the other side. Right now the door is shut and locked. I got a power switch on the other side, and before I put the door in place I had to run a wire to the power switch, and then I can put the door in place. So that wire's just going through the door. If I wouldn't have done that, then the wire wouldn't have connected to the switch through the wall. and I already got to get power to the switch. I had to do that right there. Let me turn that light on. But I had to put a connector there. Here's dog meat in his house. But we're going to go in through the side gate here. Like I said, she likes her privacy when she's not out gallivanting around the Commonwealth. She likes things to remain pretty private when she's resting up. Got another little crafting hut here. Alright, and I moved a workbench over here. In case you're wondering how I did that, it's through the mod Place Anywhere. I think it was Place Anywhere. Allows you to move the workbench. So I put moved the workbench from Sturgis's house across the street, put in this little hut. Here's some advanced needs crafting stations. Advanced needs is a survival mod. Taking a tour of the backyard. I filled that in with a Sims Settlements 2 storage container. Of course, she's the Minutemen General. She has to have a little security back here. Ready for that backyard barbecue. That there was a statue, and it was huge. It covered half the backyard, so I used Place Anywhere to shrink it down to try and make it look like a bird bath. I think it looks cool as a bird bath. I just wish I could fill it up with water or something. And of course the greenhouse. Now Nora has adopted these two kids in her wanderings. Actually, I've got a mod where the radio beacon has a chance to recruit children. But she adopted those two, gave them a place to stay, a roof over their head, and put them to work. They are the ones operating.
Farm is really warm.
They're the ones operating the greenhouse here by cap light laser beam. There's nothing down that way. Now Sean, the synth Sean is still at the castle, and eventually I plan on bringing him here. I think I'm going to have to boost her charisma quite a bit to get him over here. I used a console command to make him commandable, and I meant to bring him over here, but I forgot. We're going to go in through the garage. Her X01 power armor. Now, a lot of people like to put everything they can into every little space. Nora is not like that. I've got a mod that makes her ex-military as well. It's pretty cool. So she's got a military background. And so she's not as junky as the normal Wastelander. Let's drive my motorcycle mod. I use it filming my show. A little car in the garage to work on. Another advanced needs bench where you can craft your ammo. And here we'll roll open the garage. Now she's ready to go. Alright, so now we're going into the dining room. And her dining room / office. They said a lot of these decorations are from several different mods I have, and I can't remember which one's which, and some of them, which mods they come in. I know that's from Creative Clutter. I can't remember the name of it. Kitchen out in the backyard. I moved all that. It was in the vanilla. Was in the house. I just moved it for my deco. This fridge here is Creative Clutter. That fridge is powered, so if you put sodas and beer and stuff like that in it, after a while it turned them into the ice cold versions. That's where I store all our food, extra food and stuff. Anyway, she found a bunch of mint condition books out in the wasteland. She likes keeping her extra shoes handy. These lamps here are also from Creative Clutter. You can turn them on and off. I can't remember what that Nuka fan is, but it's fun, but I think that was pretty cool. Turn them lamps on and off. There's a TV. Mod where you can just store all your holotapes. And I still got 3 bobbleheads to get, and I know one of them for sure is the one in Poseidon electric plant. I can't remember yet where the other 2 are that I need to go to. Eventually I'll remember. There's nothing in that closet there. The house has working doors. If you play vanilla, you know you can't fit doors on there. These doors are from Homemaker mod. These sliding doors. Okay. Laundry room. Little storage area inside the house for stuff. So now we've come into the bathroom. These are working showers and toilets from the CWSS mod. So what this does, if you take a shower, you're dirty, and you take a shower, it gives you a little boost to your charisma. I cannot demonstrate this right now because it'll strip her naked. Not good for YouTube. You use the toilet, and when you're done, it gives you a little boost to your run speed. You can turn those on and off in the mod options. The kids' room. Now, there aren't many plots that are specifically for children because you have to have a mod to get them to stay assigned and stuff like that for them to do what you want to. I use this mod that allows you to assign them to everything if you want. You know, vendors, they can be caravaneers, you can do whatever you want with them. The 2 I have are working a farm over there. This is their room. This plot wasn't necessarily for kids. You see there's some whiskey there in case they need a shot of whiskey and beer. But I added some decos in here. Some decoration stuff in here to, you know, make it look like a kid's room as close as possible. Now we come into her bedroom. That is, I can't remember what mod that is from, but I added that light and camera up there, but I did not put everything on this shelf. That there's a mod that has that as deco. Everything already on it. Thought it was cool. I got a mod that changes the dresser's textures and stuff. This is my bed. I use this bed. It's a mod called This Is My Bed, and it prevents settlers from sleeping in your bed. And yeah, Nora might be a little kinky. And that's where I store all my stuff that I don't have on me, explosives, legendary stuff that I'm not using at the moment. And I forget what mod it's from. Little sewing machine in the closet here. Actually, it could be used for storage, but anyway, that is it. Now we're coming out the front door to that flower-covered walkway. You see, Sanctuary's coming to life at night. She's dressed up to go to the bar tonight. Have a few cold ones. Anyway, that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the tour. More Fallout coming with the Sim Settlements 2 story. I got a new episode coming up at the end of this week from the date of this upload. With, it'll be on Friday. I try to do Fridays at 8 o'clock. We take on, it's part 2 of the Mechanist. We actually take on the Mechanist. It was a fun deal. I can tell you during the filming of that episode, she got clobbered quite a few times. I had to reload a few times because she doesn't have a whole lot of resistance against the damage that robots do. She does against super mutants, humans, and ghouls, but not robots. So it was a challenge to film that one. Take care. Stay safe out there. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next video.